I watched that fish come. He followed at the cast before, and I was able to get it right back down there in front of him. Thankfully, he didn't go far. Man, that was so cool. Actually, I was able to talk that one into biting. Man, Rocco, I'm so thankful to have gotten to work with Rapala on the whole OG line. Rocco is, in my opinion, the best square bill crankbait ever made. Balsa wood, circuit board lip, it's got all the right ingredients. There's one. The king of getting a reaction bite out of a bass is a crankbait. Square bills are, you know, they're the ultimate workhorse, in my opinion, as far as a crankbait goes. When you're fishing around a lot of cover, even heavy rock, you know, really snaggy, really hangy rock is a big deal. But when I think square bill, the first thing that comes to my mind is wood, because that square bill, the way it's designed, it just has the best deflection and able to come through a lot of that cover where you can burn that square bill through there, trigger a reaction bite because you're just able to fish the bait faster in those heavy cover areas. The thing with the Rocco, you know, it's quite a bit different from OG Slim and Tiny. Everything about the bait, the profile of it, it's not a flat bait, it's not a round bill bait, it's a square bill bait. Places that are really heavy cover that I need to bump this bait into to be able to trigger those fish into biting. That's where that square bill really comes in. The base of this bait is still balsa wood, and that's what, you know, all the OG baits are, and I love that in Rapala baits in general. I love the fact that we work with balsa because of the natural buoyancy that it has and just the way that that bait acts. I mean, that balsa wood is, you know, every piece of it is unique, and you're going to get that kind of action that you just can't get from a plastic bait. The big thing with Rocco is that it is a pretty good hunk of balsa. The more you've got there, the more buoyancy you're going to have. So when you reel it down into a crack in a laydown or a piece of rock or something like that, once you get that bait down into that cover, you can stop. And actually that bait has enough buoyancy to back out of some of those situations, and you can keep your retrieve going. Considerable amount more thump than what Slim or Tiny have. So as that water hits that mid 50-degree range on up, that's when this is really going to be something, you know, that I'm going to have on the deck all the time. With Rocco, you know, one of the first things I look at of what makes this bait a little bit different is that overall shape, the profile of it, the fact that it is a fatter bait. It does have that square bill circuit board lip, and what we've brought it out in is 15 colors. We've got red croc, brown croc, we've got a good mix of chartreuses as well as shad colors. Got it just going, look at that. That's when you know you've got a color that they are definitely biting. And we've got 3 new colors in Rocco. One of those is one that is just a dynamite color, man. I'm super happy with the way this one turned out. That is the bruised citrus shad. It's kind of got that little bit of chartreuse like citrus, but a darker back in that black with some gold iridescent over that. Tuxedo shad is another staple color. It's just white with a black back. Those hard lines is what you want to fish with. A square bill crankbait in a lot of situations, especially colored water. Chartreuse black, that's another one that's just definitely a staple in square bill crankbaits that we had to have. So those 3 new colors, but this bait comes rigged up with 2 VMC number 4 short shank hybrid trebles, same style trebles as what's on the other OG baits. Absolute favorite all-time treble hook. And I mean, I literally got him by the skin of the lip, but that's why it's important to have such good hooks on that bait. I mean, that is how I was able to get that fish in the boat, just that one little bitty treble hook. But man, what a chunker. About a 3/8 ounce bait is what this is. Running depth on, you know, 12 or 14 pound line is going to be right down there about 5 feet. So really hits that all-purpose square bill crankbait diving depth. That makes this bait just an excellent 365 days of the year bait that you can take out that's just an absolute workhorse. Real Rocco right down in front of him, just twitched it real good. That fish just couldn't stand it. You never really want to just pigeonhole a square bill as being something you have to have, you know, a hard target to throw it at. They're really good for just getting in shallow water, you know, if it's a lot of hard bottom or even areas that are soft bottom with just the occasional piece of cover or structure or something. They're great for just getting in those areas and combing it, you know, kind of the same type of places you'd pick up a lipless crankbait or a bladed jig and just a little bit thicker bill will do. Well, that fish knocked the fire out of it. So that was exactly what was going on right there. I was just in some of that grass kind of popping it through there, and that fish triggered one of those pops. That was really cool. I think you better get used to the phrase, caught him on Rocco. I know I've caught 100 on that thing today.